Are you tired of being a scrub in E-Slav? Are you ready to take your gameplay to the next level? Well, look no further because this video is for you. See, in this video, I will teach you 3 secret techniques that will drastically improve your gameplay. In fact, these techniques might even make you the best E-Slav player known to man. Now that's cap because I'm actually the best E-Slav player known to man, but you know, that's besides the point. But in all seriousness though, guys, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Disco Wonderland, and I'm here to fulfill all your E-Slav needs at once. And if you end up enjoying this video, please like, comment, subscribe, man. It helps your boy out with the algorithm, all that good stuff. Also, be sure to check out my channel because I have plenty more E-Slav content for you to watch and enjoy. Now, with that being said, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so getting straight into it. The first technique, and forgive me if I explain this in a weird way, this technique has actually been around prior to E-Slav. This is not exclusive to this game. It's around in GG. You can do this in BlazBlue. Pretty much any anime fighter with like chain normals and stuff like that. And essentially, it's buffering your normals into other normals. Now, that might sound a little weird, so let me explain. So, you see that I'm pressing 5A, and I even have another camera so you can see the button I'm pressing. When I press 5A, I quickly press 5B. So I'm buffering 5B during the after phase of my 5A. Now, normally when I do this, 5B does not come out. It's because it's being buffered. I'm doing it so quick that, you know, it doesn't come out and it's being buffered. Now, if I come into contact with the opponent, it lands, it comes out. And you're probably asking yourself, how can this be useful? Well, it can be useful in a lot of different situations. I like to use it mostly like air-to-air approaches, so I'm gonna have Siska jumping here so you guys can see an example. And you see how I quickly press 5A into 5C. Because I did that, I can visually confirm 5C hitting, and watch this. And I confirm it to a full air-to-air combo, which is really, really useful. So you don't have to, you know, manually press the buttons as you get the hit. You can sort of like buffer the inputs as you go to make things a little bit easier for yourself. You can also do it in situations where like your opponent has gaps in their pressure. You might want to mash, so you can mash a 5A into a 5B. Then you can see visually like the 5B hits, and then you confirm it to a 5C, and you can go to whatever combo you want. That's what essentially what this technique is pretty much useful for. And like I said, this is not exclusive to E-Slav. You can do this in pretty much any anime fighter with like any kind of chain normals and stuff like that. So that's that for that technique. Now for the second one. Alright guys, for the second technique, it's going to be using your fatal shift attacks as a hit confirm tool, or just to help out with your hit confirms in general. So there are different ways you can sort of approach this. I'm going to approach it from the angle as using my fatal shift attacks as a buffer from my pokes. So then when my poke hits the opponent, the fatal shift attack comes out, and then I get a guaranteed confirm into a combo. So I'll give you examples. So Tay doesn't have a lot of great normals, but she does have a pretty good normal in 2B. That's pretty much her best poke. Now, normally the most you can get from this poke is a follow-up 2B, but it's kind of hard to like visually hit confirm. So you kind of have to commit to your entire string, because if you don't cancel 2B, you're unsafe. And you can't cancel 2BB into another normal. You have to cancel to a special. So you have to commit. But what I like to do is that I like to buffer my 236B fatal shift shoulder from my 2B. So if my 2B hits, I can run up and get a full combo. To give you guys another example of how this can be useful, specifically for Tay can do this. So I'm gonna show you what Tay can do. So I'm gonna have Siska jump at Tay, right? And then when I go up, I'm gonna buffer fatal shift JD from JA. So see how it doesn't come out? Remember, this actually is a follow-up from the previous technique I showed you, from buffering your normals into other normals, but this time we're using fatal shift. But normally this doesn't come out. But if Siska comes into contact, I can get a fatal shift JD from my JA, and if it hits, I get a combo. If it doesn't, it's okay because I'm still safe, and I can follow up for more pressure. So that's another example. So those are a couple examples of how you can use it as a hit confirm tool. There's other ways you can use fatal shift as a hit confirm. So let's say you're like mid combo, you're not sure if it's gonna work out. Sometimes you can just throw in a fatal shift special, sort of fix things up, so you can make sure you get that guaranteed damage. There are probably many other ways you can use a hit confirm, but those are some of the ways that I was thinking of when it comes to this technique. So with that being said, let's get into the third and final technique. Alright guys, for the third and final technique, and I saved this one for last because I feel like it's probably the most important one you can learn from this video, and it's using Tactical Guard to punish certain specials or supers on reaction when you see them. In case you don't know what Tactical Guard is, it is a defensive mechanic that acts like a parry. So if you press it, you get like a brief parry stance animation. You can also hold it for the cost of about 2 bars a meter and pretty much all of your risk gauge. Now, if your opponent hits you during this animation, it activates a burst, and that burst pushes your opponent away and resets neutral. So it's very good. It's a very good defensive mechanic that you use during gaps in your opponent's block strings, or if you feel like your opponent is doing like a mistimed media Oki setup, you can throw out a Tactical Guard and push them off you, and so you can reset neutral. Now, the reason why I want to stress this so much, and why I stress it's very important that you know this, is that Wake Up supers, especially the ones that are reversals in this game, are really good because some of them are plus. Looking at you, Siska. Some of them are plus, and some are just actually just safe on blocking. It's very hard to punish them. So, it's very good that you know that Tactical Guard can punish supers because it pretty much parries everything. Normals, projectiles, supers, anything. Tactical Guard covers all attacks. Now, I'm gonna give you an example of how good Siska's 214D super is. It's actually really, it's absurd how good it is. So I'm gonna throw her, I'm gonna dash up, and watch this. I want you to look at that. If you guys see that on the right hand side of the screen, there's frame data there. And I want you to take a look at the number. It's +2. This super, this reversal, I should say, is +2. Meaning you can't punish this. And they're plus. They can take their turn. That's crazy, right? 2 bars a meter. You can wake up with a reversal. That's plus. That allows you to steal your turn back. That's actually crazy, okay? So normally you can't punish this. It's GG. You can't do much about it. But if you Tactical Guard, you can punish on reaction and take your turn back. So that's why Tactical Guard is very important. Now, since I don't play every character in the game, I don't have a particular Oki setup that you can like sort of recreate with your own character so that you can practice this. But I do have a way you can practice seeing the super and then punish it with Tactical Guard. It's a very simple drill. Shouldn't take no more than a couple seconds to set up. And it's actually, from what I've tested, seems pretty useful. Just to at least get accustomed to seeing a super and just punish it with Tactical Guard. So I'm gonna show you. So on one slot I have 214D, and on another slot I have DP, which is her 214B, I think. And I have the record condition replay to set on block reversal. So that means when they block, the moment there's any gap, they will activate the reversal recording that I set up for them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 2 jabs, 2 crouch jabs, and I'm gonna dash up and block after the jabs. What's gonna happen is she's either gonna do 214D, which is a reversal super, or her regular DP. If the regular DP comes out, I dash block and I'll block the DP. If the super comes out, I'm gonna react and press Tactical Guard and punish the super. So I'll show you. So it's gonna look like something like this. So boom. Oh, I missed it that time. Oh, I missed it. That was a tactical boost, but you know, same concept. See, and I blocked the DP. So you can sort of run this yourself, do as many times as you need, and sort of just get accustomed to punishing this sort of thing, because this is very important. Now, this isn't just applicable to supers. You can also do this for attacks that are fatal shifted, because there is a like freeze frame animation during the fatal shift. You can sort of spot it, and then if you're woken up, you can react with Tactical Guard. So you can probably do the same thing and punish with Tactical Guard. Now, this is a little bit trickier because fatal shift attacks are a little bit quicker, and sometimes while you're like you know pressuring your opponent, you might not actually expect them to like hit you with this, so you might not be ready for it. But the more you play and the more accustomed you get to the game, you'll start to like to spot out these little things, and then you can react and punish accordingly. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for this video guys. Thank you so much for watching as always. If you feel like any of these tips helped you at all, please let me know in the comment section below. Also, if you have any tips of your own that you would like to share with me or the others that may be watching this video, please share them down below. I would love to read them. Also, if you would like to get your hands on this game, please check out the description box below. It will have a link to the wiki, the Discord, the free trial version of the game, and the Patreon where you can sub to the creator for $5 a month to get full access to the game as well as future updates. As always, it's been your boy Disco Wonderland. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.